Indian dances are an amalgamation of dance, music, drama and acrobatics. During the course of evolution, dance, gymnastics and acrobatics have got mixed up in the passage of time. With time, most of the classical dances concentrated on the finer part of the art, Abhinaya. Though physical fitness is required for almost all the dances, the acrobatic type of dance got segregated. This happened to Odissi dance also, which had a beautiful acrobatic limb called Bandha Nritya. Bandha Nritya became popular as an item of Gotipua or Gotipilla dance. Gotipua usually refers to boy dancers. Goti means one and Pua or Pilla means boy. But surprisingly, till 1946, this name was not very familiar and the boy dancers were known as Jagaghara Pilla or Akada Pilla. How this dance form came into existence in Odisha, nobody is sure. Though it was very much a part of Jagannath culture and considered as a seva since the time of King Chodaganga Deva. Later in the 17th century, Raja Ramachandra Deva reinstated the custom. He allotted Chap Akhdapalli to the boy dancers. The political unrest in Orissa, the repeated attack on temples, the Parda Pratha of the Muslims, and the lack of female dancers for the fear of losing self-esteem gave birth to the Gotipua cult. In those years of turmoil, it could be a compulsion to keep themselves fit to fight the odds. Hence, they must have started physical fitness program in the gymnasium. And Bandha, besides a dance form, could be the exercise to keep one supple. This could also be a cover and a unique defense plan to place boy dancers dressed in female costumes. During Chandan Jatra, which lasts for 21 days, the Gotipuas used to sing and dance on the boat of the Chalanti Pratima of Lord Balabhadra in the Narendra Pokhari. Nowadays, this ritual has been discontinued. As the Vaishnavas did not approve of female company and preached Sakhi Bhava, they encouraged the boy dancers. The Mathas patronized the boy dancers and their dance. Besides performing at different festivals like Jhulan Jatra, Janmashtami, their dance became a ritual like Sankirtana. There are very few acrobatic postures on the Orissan temple walls. A female dancer in an acrobatic posture finds its place at the Parshuramashwara temple at Bhubaneswar, which was built in 7th century AD. The Gotipuas lead an austere life in the Gurukul or Akhada under the watchful eyes of the Guru. Their daily routine is packed with rigorous program for the day, and they get very little time to themselves. But enough care is taken to train them in each aspect of performing arts, dancing, singing, playing pakhavaj, along with academic studies up to class 10. The day of the Gotipuas starts really early around 5 a.m. when they learn to sing and play pakhavaj. It is followed by a thorough oil massage. There are special pressure points in the body, and an experienced and expert guru who understands the physiology and anatomy of the body massages these muscles with tender care. Along with the massage, the tiny tots are taught different bandhas.
एक दो तीन चार तेरे केटे ताक आ तेरे केटे ताक धा तेरे केटे तक धा तेरे केटे तक तीन दा कड़ तक ताम ता 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 तक तीन दा कड़ तक ताम ता ता ता.
The practice lesson extends for hours. It is time to have a quick dip in the river and attend the puja at Gurukul. A simple lunch comprising rice, dal and vegetables is served. Back from school, there are more dance lessons or performances, and of course, few hours of studies under the watchful eyes of a tutor.
Cut down my branches. तापर बुर्खटी कहला मोर डाला को काट टू द स्टॉम से जो अधा मूल रहिथिला भीतर तू आसी जाइथिला दिने से.
Finally, it is time to go to bed. Jadunath Singh, in his book Abhinaya Darpana Prakasha, said, The dance of male is Natya. The dance of female is Nritya. And the dance of male in female costume is Nritta. The Gotipuas keep long hair and adorn female costumes. The hairdressing is known as Tava Phal Khosa. Maheshwar Mohapatra, in his treaty Abhinaya Chandrika, described the dance of males in female costume in the chapter Gunaveda Nritya Veda. The makeup is simple. They use liberal amount of powder on the face and sindoor as blusher for the cheeks. The eyes are lined with kajal. The special feature of the makeup is, however, the elaborate floral design on the forehead, known as chita. The costume is very traditional. They used indigenous bright-colored cotton saris known as maniya bandhi. A blouse, panchi or natabari for the hips, and chadar or odhani are the other items of the costume. The boy dancers never use metal jewelry. Instead, painstakingly, they make their own ornaments with beads stitched on velvet clothes for the arms, wrists, and waists. Earrings, necklaces, and alakapatti for the forehead are made with tiny beads. They adorn flowers made from shola. Bells or ghungru for the feet are a must. Many treaty throw light on the Bandha Nritya or Bandha Natya. Nartana Nirnaya defined it as the Margi style, which strictly follows the rules of Shastra. Chatura Damodara in Sangeeta Darpana and Veda Pandita in Sangeeta Makaranda described Bandha as a collective configuration, at least with two dancers, who join their hands and feet to form karanas of beautiful shape. Sangeeta Chintamani described Bandha Nritya as a collective choreographic work. Jadunath Singh in Abhinaya Darpana Prakasha opined that Bandha Natya is meant for the male dancers. The dancers place themselves in a snake-like bond and thus perform Bandha Natya with movements of hands, neck, etc. Some of the karanas of Natya Shastra are practiced as bandhas in Orissa. But Maheshwar Mohapatra's Abhinaya Chandrika has described bandha as an acrobatic form. He even described 10 bandhas.
11 प्रकार बंधा में पिला को शिक्षा दउछु। एक रहला चिरा 1 2 3 4
The boy dancers practice 11 to 14 bandhas. The boneless rubber boys are the wonders who can mold their bodies into every possible shape. But nowadays, the gurus have added many more bandhas, and their creative potentiality is expressed in many collective configurations. These are known as Mela Bandha or Tata Bandha. So the Gotipuas or Gotipellas have become Goshti Pella or boys of a group. Besides dance and music, the Bandha dancers give equal importance to the Abhinaya or mime and Sahitya or literature. The Gotipuas have travelled far and wide across the world and have become famous in their own right. But this Gotipua Dushmanta says, though he enjoys the publicity, he is burdened with responsibility from a tender age and misses his childhood.
ये गोटिपुआ गुरुकुल परंपरा.
Whereas Napoleon Patnaik, grandson of Pandit Chandrasekhar Patnaik, who has no training in dance, came forward to manage their troupe Natyambara, as he thinks it is his responsibility and duty towards his family and this traditional art.
ये गुरुकुल परंपरार दायित्व नेकी जन्म होईची एवं आकु निजर कर्तव्य भावी आगुकु नै चलुची.
Bandha, the Sanskrit word, literally means tie or bond, but it has several connotations. Hands folded or joined together, Anjali Bandha. A position or a posture in general, Asana Bandha. Arrangement of alphabets in a particular pictorial shape, Bandha Kavya or Prabandha Chitra Kavya. Manmatha Chitra Bandha depicts gopis in acrobatic postures forming a vehicle or an animal on which Krishna rides. The Bandha Chitra and Bandha Nritya have one common aspect, acrobatic postures. Bandha Nritya could have been eclipsed in the lap of history. But fortunately, some akhadas in and around Puri, like Raghurajpur, which has a picturesque landscape and declared as the craft village, have successfully kept the tradition alive. Akhada Dasbhuja Gotipua Odissi Nritya Parishad of Raghurajpur, under the able guidance of Padma Shri Maguni Das and Lingaraj Barik, is a pioneering institution near Puri. The signboard welcomes you at Chandanpur as Craft Village Raghurajpur. The dusty and narrow road, which runs parallel to Bhargavi River, leads to this village. Many Gotipuas trained at this akhada have become gurus and run their own akhadas. Bandha Nritya was once discarded as adhama and belittled as indigenous folk art, but fortunately nurtured by the great Guru Mahadev Raut and his mentor Pandit Chandrasekhar Patnaik at Dimiri Sena. Perhaps it is the oldest akhada, which has been active since the 16th century and attached to a Shaivite temple, Balumkeshwara Mandir. Not far from Raghurajpur, there is another akhada at Nuabalia, run by a very talented guru, Maguni Jaina, who is an institution by himself. He sings, plays harmonium and mardala, and is still capable of dancing with flawless precision. And the most interesting part is that he explains the lines of a poem with equal competence.
Sa ni sa ga ga ma pa ma ga re sa sa ni sa ga ga ma pa ma ga re sa sa ni sa ga
Another Gotipua Gurukul is maintained at Konark Natya Mandap, Arka Vihar, under the able guidance of Birabara Sahu and Guru Gangadhara Pradhan. Guru Birabara Sahu can still perform well at his ripe age.
Sukuntala, Sukuntala, Nila Kutila, Gahala, Chikana Lamba Vibhinna, Basa Nivasa, Suhruda Mudha Barahi, Pucha Lakhya Heba Pai, Golata Paila Jai, Loke So Paso, Se Chinha Chandrika Pramana, Sabhoya Hoile Suni, Upama Gana, Se Chinha Chandrika Pramana, Sabhoya Hoile Suni, Upama Gana.
The dance, which has survived years of turmoil and political unrest, which saw the sunshine of independence, which is an eyewitness to the development and the art scene of Orissa, is the root of today's Odissi dance. The experience and knowledge of the Gotipua Gurus was of great help in the revival of Odissi dance. Thanks to these Gurus who have maintained and sustained akhadas through severe adverse circumstances. Otherwise, Odissi would not have got its present charming structure, for which it has received worldwide name and fame.
Hina
We humbly bow to those who have taken great pains, who have nurtured and practiced the art and guarded it from outside influence and preserved it in its pure and pristine form. We salute the gurus who have produced the veteran gurus of present days and salute those who are busy training future Kelucharans, Deva Prasads, Gangadhars and Mayadharas.